Hello, my dears. It is time to discuss pillows. I think this is a really good topic because number one, pillows tend to be trendy, and number two, trends last for about 10 years. So we've got the 2010s to the 2020, and there were some things that happened in there that I think have shifted in the last 3 years. So I think it's worth talking about. There's 3 things that I think have changed with throw pillows. Number one, we used to do a lot of them, a lot more anyway. I mean, 6 or 7 on a couch was not unheard of. We've probably all seen the beds all made up and the pillows piled on so high that the half of the bed are covered in different pillows. And then anytime you're styling a couch or a sofa, that also translates into how you would style a window seat. So I think we're using less pillows. Number 2, I felt like within that excessive use of pillows, we were using a lot of patterns and just doing a lot of coordinating and matchy-matchy things, but also just a lot of variety because we had so many pillows. And then the third thing that I saw us doing for the last 10 years was that karate chop. You know what I'm talking about? Where you have the feather pillow and you chop it on top and then it makes this little V. Some people say it looks like little rabbit ears, and you can see them all on every pillow on the couch, kind of a thing. So now it's changed. I'm gonna blame it on COVID. I think that as we were all at home and trying to make our homes more comfortable, that the pillows became kind of obnoxious. And so I'm seeing, let's say maybe 30% less pillows on a couch or on a bed. We still have them, but instead of 6 pillows, maybe now we only have 3 or we have 4, so it has calmed down a little bit. And then as far as patterns, I don't see so much matchy, like, so on a couch you might have two big pillows and then 2 medium size and then maybe 2 smaller ones. Well, now you might just have 2 or 3 on one side. There's a lot of asymmetry going on, I feel like. And the 2 fabrics that you're using might not be the same at all. They might be pretty high contrast, and so I'm seeing that. And then no more karate chops. A lot more of just flung on the couch, kind of leaning back a little bit. That's pretty common now. Another thing I'm seeing are the long lumbars on beds. So that maybe is taking up a lot of space maybe, but it's a different look. So they're putting maybe 2 of the smaller lumbars that we've been using for the last decade, putting them together in one pillowcase for that beautiful long, usually velvet pillow cover for a long lumbar on a bed. Speaking of styling beds, this is going to be one of the classes I'm going to be offering at our Bespoke design retreat. This is my 4-day live design retreat that we're going to be holding in Orange, Virginia at the end of September. I'd love for you to join me. I'm going to give you a link in the description below. We're going to have live classes and workshops and go antiquing and have beautiful food. It's going to be a really wonderful time to meet like-minded people. I only have a few tickets left, and this is the most important part, registration closes August 1st, so we only have a couple days left if you want to come. So we've established that pillows have changed and that they are trendy. I'm not a super trendy girl. I feel like I want to know what the trends are because I want to dabble in them and probably DIY them if I can. But I don't accept all of them, and I don't think you should either. However, pillows and paint are the 2 best ways to have fun with trends. They're inexpensive, you don't mind changing them in 5 years, and you can get a whole new feel in a space or try out new textures or fabrics or patterns. Instead of having to redo the whole house, you can just change out some pillows. It's the perfect solution for seasonal decorating as well. Let's talk about the sizes of pillows that I suggest and that you should really stick to. You don't have to stick to mine, but I would stick to certain sizes that you collect, and that way all of your pillow covers are gonna fit your pillow forms. Otherwise it gets a little crazy. So this is the first one I recommend. You can I want you to see it like compared to my size here. This is a 24 by 24, and this one is really the Papa Bear. You don't need a ton of these, I think I have 4 or 5 of these in my house, and they act like a backdrop on the couch or the bed. And actually, this is called the Euro Sham. If you were just trying to buy pillowcases and you didn't know the size you were looking for, they're Euro Shams. Next up, this is our mama bear. This is a 20 by 20, not 18 by 18, not 19 by 19, a 20 by 20. And I have probably 30 of these. I probably don't need that many, but I was using them a lot the last decade, so I do have a lot. These are little staples that just kind of go everywhere. You can put multiples of them on a couch or a window seat or even an armchair. So have lots of these. And the third pillow size I suggest is a lumbar like this. And this is a 24. So same, the length of this is the same as the big square. And then it's probably 15 this way. I would have maybe 5 to 7 of these in a house. These are a really nice accent pillows just to kind of like top off any area that you're working on, and they are beautiful in armchairs. So I love these. Incidentally, these are the ones I'm using when I do long lumbars now. I don't have a pillow form that's a long lumbar. I just put 2 of these inside of a pillowcase. Now, let's talk about what kind of pillow forms you need. These, I mean, you can see the feathers coming out of this. The reason I'm having so many feathers come out is because the fabric that's holding it in is pretty thin. I could make another cover for these feathers. But this is what I recommend. This is classic high-end decision with pillow forms. It's usually called goose or down. And the reason I suggest this is because you can reshape them. Forever and ever, you can just shake them, reshape them how you want, and they look brand new. If you get something that has the fiberfill in it, the stuffing, or even bamboo, it will get really matted over time. Actually, not very much time, maybe within a year. So if you're buying cheap throw pillows, even if you like the cover, I would get a feather insert so you can just continue to make it look all plump and fresh again. Otherwise, it gets really matted and there's nothing you can do about it. That brings me to my second point. Some of us are allergic to feathers. Now, I actually am allergic to feathers, meaning I can't sleep with them, have my face on feathers all night, or I get congested really, really bad. And so no down comforters, no, Euro shams that are feathers, no, of course, pillows that you would sleep on. What I suggest for that is something called a down alternative. This is made by Pillowflex. I'll link them below there from Amazon. And they really do act like feathers. There's a weight to them. You can, shake them and re-fluff them. And it's a great alternative for anything that is going to be on your bed all night near you if you're having sinus issues with this. Now, as far as sources, I actually get this question a lot. And I suggest, first of all, checking IKEA. The 20 by 20s are currently $9, which is a great price. And then I would check the thrift store. Whenever I'm in the thrift store, I'll go through the pillow section, and I don't really care about the pillow covers because I oftentimes will make my own, but I will feel them. And I don't know if you can hear it on the mic here, but it's crunchy. It's very different feeling than the fiberfill. So you can just go through the pillows at the thrift store and feel for this crunchy sound, and you probably got yourself a down insert. And I know that kind of freaks people out, but our washing machines are dang good. So you can put them in on sanitation, wash them, throw them in the dryer, and you're gonna have to run it maybe 4 times to get it to dry. But you can get, basically a new pillow out of that for not very many dollars, maybe $3. So I know that maybe sounds like it wouldn't work. Well, if you think about it, chickens do get rained on and then they eventually dry off. So we should technically be able to wash our feather pillows. That's my logic. Anyway, seems to be working. And now I want to make a pillow that I've been holding onto this pillowcase for a long time. I originally found this at IKEA and I just fell in love with the detailing of it. It felt very French to me. Of course, I love cream linen. And it has the little ruffles and it has the pleats that are sewn into place. And I had it so long that the fabric just gave out. And so I've been wanting to remake these and have 2 of them for our living room. The first step I'm going to do is to make these little pleats. So I need to cut a piece of fabric that's extra long and then fold over the pleats and stitch them in place. Then I make the little ruffle. Then one of the tricks you can do with a ruffle to make sure that the edge is actually inside the pillow and not having little sections that are coming up out of the pillow, which has happened to me before, is to stitch it just to the front section, not worry about the back side of it. And once you have it attached correctly to one side of the pillow, then it's easy to line it up and stitch it to the other side of the pillow. All right, so that's all for today's video. I hope you learned something, and let me know in the comments below what you think of my observations with the pillow trends going on, and if you agree with them or if you even like them, if you have other thoughts. And I think for our next video, I really want to talk about accent furniture. I feel like it often gets overused or underused, and I think there's some things to know about when to use them and when they need to go. So we're gonna focus on that in the next video, and I look forward to seeing you there.